The meeting will be called to order. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
We're going to follow our agenda today. And first, we want to have a roll call. We want to wait till we get more of a voting form. Okay, go ahead with the roll call.
If any member is attending the meeting via Zoom and is not located in Wayne County, please let me know when I call your name. Member Winton,
Here.
Member Tinsley Smith, Member Talley. Member Talley has requested an excuse. Member Starr. Member Starr has requested an excuse. Member Shield.
Here.
Member Randall.
Present.
Member Luckman. Member Luckman has requested an excuse. Member Lanto. Member Joyner.
Present.
Member Hughes. Member Gator.
Present.
Member Garcia. Member Garcia has requested an excuse. Are you here? Are you on Zoom?
Yes, I'm on here.
Member English Barnhill. Member English Barnhill has requested an excuse. Member Douglas. Member Douglas has requested an excuse. Member Dobb.
Here.
Member Crawford.
Here,
Member-
on my way there.
Member Cash.
Here.
Member Roberts.
She's excused. She has a funeral.
Chair Carter.
Present.
You have a quorum present.
Thank you. All right, we want our approval of the November 11, 2021 meeting minutes. Can we get a vote?
Move for approval.
All right,
It's
I'm here with you.
been moved and supported.
it's been moved and supported.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Abstain?
Any abstentions? Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Chanel say motion passed.
Motion carried.
All right, thanks everyone for taking time out of your schedule to meet with us at a special occasion here at the Guardian Building. Thank you so much, Commission Chair Alicia Bell, for inviting us here for this occasion to meet face to face again. And also want to thank my Commissioner 6, Monique McCormick Baker, and the rest of our team members who are here, both present here at the table and those are on the phone. I'm going to now move on to the next agenda item. And we're going to hear from the illustrious Commissioner Chair, Mr. Bell.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Good to see everyone today.
Good afternoon.
I am backstage and boosted some of them just a moment. So I can talk and breathe. It's great to see you. Welcome to the Guardian Building. This is the floor on which we have our committee meetings and the floor on which all the commissioners have their offices. So welcome. Thank you for coming out. I thought it important that we have the opportunity to see each other face to face. I think it's good to kind of interact in person sometimes, and this is the holiday season. I thought this would be wonderful. I do have lunch provided, so after the meeting, we have box lunch. You can take a couple home with you if you'd like. So thank you for being here today. And I'm trying to filibuster because I did ask for some copies and they're not here yet. So when she brings the copies, what I wanted to do was to briefly go over the mission of the ordinance and how we established and why we established and what your charge is. But let me first do this. Last year in 2020, we established a youth commission. That was the brainchild of Commissioner Baker McCormick. And we have 2 members from each of the commissioners' district who are in high school. And they meet every month. And what they've done, I'm giving you this for context on how I see us moving forward. What the youth commission does, they meet every month and they have a speaker And then at the end of their time together, they go from like September to May. They discuss with some issues, and in May, they bring to us an issue that they want to do a resolution on. So last year, the issue that they did a resolution on was mental health in young people. And our council helped them with the whereas and the clauses, and that was their contribution of their work that they've done over the course of the 8 or 9 months to come up with that issue and then have a resolution to address that issue for young people. And then the Wayne County Commission adopted that resolution. This year, their issue is going to be gun violence in schools. And they'll have speakers come to their meetings and they'll have discussion. And then ultimately they'll have a resolution that they'll bring to the Wayne County Commission on gun violence in schools. So I say that to say, if you look at your duties of the Wayne County Commission, which I just sent out to everyone, I'm apologize for those of you who are on Zoom, but I'll just really quickly read through what your charge is at the Wayne County Commission, Women's Commission. Study and advocate for issues of concern of women throughout Wayne County, including but not limited to employment, earnings, economic independence, education, training, childcare, healthcare accessibility, housing, entrepreneurship, and legal rights. Study and advocate for those issues. Work with, support, build coalitions, and share data with county departments and public and private entities to positively impact policies, services, and activities that would improve the lives of women and their families in Wayne County. Advocate for methods of discouraging discrimination against women in public and private employment and in civil and political rights, it says rights, but political fields. Promote more effectively methods of enabling women to obtain training, develop skills, continue education, become professional and business persons. Hold public meetings, hearings, and public forums to understand and collect data on the issues, challenges, and successes of women. Create and promote opportunities to support the empowerment of women. Secure appropriate recognition of women's accomplishments and contributions in Wayne County. Submit recommendations to the Wayne County Commission for information, advocacy, and action. And then create subcommittees at your discretion. I will note at your discretion to assist in carrying on these duties. So I want to reread this to kind of go over why you're here and why we formed you and why we thought it was important to have this body to go over and do these things. Study and advocate on issues, to work to support and build coalitions, to promote methods of enabling women and what we can do in Wayne County. So how do we do that? How we do that is one, we have speakers come in to address these issues and talk about these issues, especially in light of COVID and how it's affected women over the last year and a half. Having dynamic speakers come in and give us some data points as to what has happened and what those experts think should happen going forward to help women in the future. Having town hall meetings. That's something I think that you all should advocate for. Discuss, find a topic, discuss, find speakers, and then put it out there. That's a wonderful way to get the mission of this group out to the general public. It can be on Zoom at 7 o'clock at night. You can have a speaker to talk about elder care or child care or housing or whatever you think are the most important issue. But you can have a quarterly series of town hall meetings to address those issues. Those are the kinds of things that I want you all to focus on and develop your time in doing as you go forward and advocating for women. And then after you've done all of that, you can discuss what can the Wayne County Commission do to help further the efforts that you all have discussed, the efforts that you've had experts to come on with and discuss, and then what can we do as a county to move those issues forward, either by resolution, by ordinance, if you think we should have a separate department, whatever your ideas and thoughts were on what's lacking in Wayne County as it pertains to women empowerment, and then what you all think we can do to move that forward. So that's what I'm hopeful that you all will continue to do as we wrap up this first year. I think wraps up in May, if I'm not mistaken. So as we wrap up, come towards May, having those type of activities to really bring us forward as the dominant force of women's issues in Wayne County and in the state of Michigan. So that's wanted to bring that to your attention. Again, keep this as a reminder of what your goals are to move this body forward. Commissioner Dahl?
Thank you, Commissioner.
Chair.
No, tell you in this forum. Whatever, Alicia.
And to that point, I would like to remind everyone on this commission that I am a Wayne County Commissioner. So I would love to be kind of your liaison to the Wayne County Commission. I recognize that many of you are not, and this is no like a jab against you, because a lot of people are not familiar with county government, what the Wayne County Commission does. So please use me as a resource to, you know, what departments we have, what the commission does. And I would love, my sort of vision, building on what Alicia said, was to start with Wayne County as an employer. What is Wayne County doing right? What could we work on? How could Wayne County be an example to other employers in Wayne County? And maybe we could look at that, make some recommendations, and, you know, write some resolutions. But also, you know, we've got the Health, Human and Veteran Services Department. So, you know, we had one speaker from there talk to us. So there's lots of that. We've got our Economic Development Department, and there's just so much. So if anyone has any ideas, we can totally try that into, and get some speakers from here, and you know, start at home. Thank you.
Thank you. And any other feedback or comment on anything I said? Anyone here in the room or anyone on the phone or on Zoom land? And I don't know if you have to look at the show to see if anyone has their hands up. And hopefully everyone on Zoom was able to hear me okay. Any questions, comments about anything that I stated? And for those of you who are on Zoom, I think you were given, I know you had a copy of the ordinance, but if you need another copy of the ordinance, we'll certainly email that to you as well. So any questions, comments, questions? All right, well, hearing none, thank you all. I look forward again to your work as you continue to meet and help to really bring some substantive issues and programs to Wayne County as it relates to women, so we can move our county forward. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. Chair, we all appreciate that background information. We do well to be reminded of that from time to time. The next item on our agenda, number E, is unfinished business. There is any speak? If not, hearing none, let's move on to any new business. If there's any new business, speak, or we will move.
And generally, I'll allow the clerk to go down and name everything on the agenda.
Okay.
Go ahead, Sherelle.
Item 1, under new business, updates from ad hoc committees. A, update from the Core Values, Mission, and Vision Committee.
There aren't any updates have been.
B, update from the committee to facilitate a strategic planning process.
Is the vice chair available?
I did speak to the member Roberts, and she has a funeral today, and she asked that we table this until the next meeting, but I don't know if there are any members here who want to give a brief update on what the last meeting consisted of.
Are there any members here of this committee?
I am a member, but I do not wish to report at this time.
Do we need a motion to table?
We can motion to pass for the day.
I'll move to pass for the day.
It's been moved to pass for the day. Is there support?
Support from Member Gator.
Okay, so let's have a vote. Can we do a yay vote? All those in favor say yay.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Any opposed? Or abstentions? Hearing none. Motion passes.
Item 2, discussion on COVID-19 recovery response committees.
Would be me. Thank you so much. We have talked a lot about COVID over the last 7 months and embraced a lot of the things, or maybe all of the things that Chair Bill mentioned earlier about what we're charged to do. And we've actually taken those things and created some committees so we can actually start to do the work to start creating the speakers list of the data points and town hall meetings and those things that might push issues forward. So I did get responses from everyone except for 3 people. And so I do want to thank everybody that did take the time to embrace, and maybe all of you that voted, I did speak with you. So I want to thank you for that as well. The first committee is the Economic and Housing Committee. And the chair is Attorney Ebony Hughes. Vice Chair is Summer Crawford. And the committee member is Tina Talley. The second committee is the Education Child Care Committee. Chair Regina Randall, PhD. Vice Chair Linda Shield. Committee members Ryan English, Angela Winton, Mary Starr, PhD. Mental Health Chair Latanya Gator. Vice Chair Cindy Garcia. Committee members Chelsea Lanto, Molly Lugman, Melissa Dobb. The Physical Health Committee is our final committee. Chair is Kathleen Jerner. Vice Chair Carla Tinsley Smith. And the committee members are Yvonne Cash, Cynthia Douglas, and Sarah Roberts. And some of the members that I've just listed are working on the only standing committee that we have at this point, and that is the strategic planning work plan process. So what I was thinking is that at some point that's going to come to an end, and I want those members to stay active on those committees and to listen in when they can and have the notes distributed to you so you can kind of follow, and when you need to weigh in, you can weigh in. If there's a vote, and you can at least ask questions to kind of chime in and be a part of that so that we can have a robust result at the end of our second year. Are there any questions or feedback? Remarks?
Thank you. So with these different committees, I think this is wonderful. What I would ask you all to stay focused on in each of those different topics is, as Commissioner Dobbs saying, maybe look to see what the county's doing, and then see what and just the county as an employer, but then you can probably look for experts in those topic areas across Wayne County as you talk about and formulate what your end goal is. I think at the first meeting, you may want to discuss what is your end result going to be, or what do you want your end result to be, and then that's how I operate. I work backwards. How do you get to that end result? So you may want to again look at departments in Wayne County, and then also look at other individuals within Wayne County that could help and be speakers and can help formulate whatever your end result wants to be. Is it informative, just so you can know and get some stats? Is there something substantive, tangible that you want at the end of this? I mean, I'm not telling you, I'm just asking, those are the questions you ask yourself when you're at the meeting. What do you want to come of these committees? So that when you do report back, you're coming back with something that is beneficial to the group. Thank you.
I will say that the members are very passionate about this subject matters. They've really expressed their feelings toward certain things that they feel that they can contribute to based on their background and based on the relationships and go ahead.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And I'm sorry if you already stated this in this meeting or a previous meeting. Is there an expectation on how often these committees should meet?
Well, I do have a kind of a basic instructional list, and I will pass that out, and I would also email that. But as a team, those things could be different from team to team. Some may need to meet more than others, but based on you obtaining your goal, you need to decide what's best to achieve those goals.
Great, thank you.
So I do believe that we can make a difference and we can create impact. And thank you so much, Commissioner Dodd, for offering the opportunity for us to reach out to you to connect with whoever we need to within Wayne County. I've shared that with this team that we do have the benefit of having Wayne County leadership involved with this committee. So it is no reason why we can't access what we need, not just locally, not just countywide, but worldwide. We have the entire world at our fingers just because we have these commissioners at the table with us. So let's take advantage of that. We all are experiencing success in many things that we've done over the years and we're doing now. So let's continue that and let that impact be felt in our community, in Wayne County communities, all 15 cities. There is work to do. So I'm confident that we'll get there.
43 communities, 1.7 million people.
All right, is there anything else?
I have a question for the committee. Are we gonna get something with who's on the individual committees?
Yes,
So
we
all
can.
of us will be able to know. And another question that I would have, will we be able to have like Zoom links that will be set up for individual committees that we can meet via Zoom or something like that?
I can help with that. Yes, you can meet with Zoom.
Okay.
We'll work internally with the links. We have a few links that the county will let you know, as long as it doesn't, I think we only have like 1 or 2. So as long as it doesn't conflict with the link that we have for our committee meetings, but we'll work that out
Like if
internally.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we can do like late in the evening, like you
Yeah,
suggested,
yeah,
like
yeah.
7 p.m.
Yeah, or
different things like
anytime
that.
after 5. I mean, we generally don't do our links after 5. So anytime after 5 that you were going to meet, you can certainly get the link from Gabby, who's your normal liaison.
Okay.
And so for clarity purposes, will all meetings have to come through the Wayne County Zoom?
They don't have to, but I think for consistency's sake, they probably should.
Mhm.
And so so Gabby and Pam, who's our clerk of the commission, and myself are aware. They
Mhm.
probably should. And she can send out notices.
And for committees, just for the record, we don't need, those aren't public meetings, so we don't need a clerk. We don't need an agenda, to be posted,
Nope.
but we do need to record minutes, is that correct?
Do we
We have
record
been
them?
doing it. We have not been doing it.
We don't record them, but there is a written
Yeah, I don't think we record them.
notes that are kept for historical purposes as well as for maybe that those who may not have attended a particular meeting and may need to get the information. Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was just like there, like the meeting happened and we just.
Yeah,
record that.
there's
Yeah.
notations, but they're not recorded.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're certainly notated.
Okay.
Any more
And
questions?
yeah, one more question. And out of our meetings, are we able to, like, if we come up with something as far as a speaker, are we able to bring that to you to say that this is some information that we've gathered and we have identified a speaker within the county and bring it to you, whereas maybe that could be shared with the whole Women's Commission?
Yeah, so I think
Okay.
she just addressed that.
Okay.
That the meeting notices and meetings could come through the county. And not only should everyone know when that meeting is, so does the county chair, because there are occasions when there could be some conflict because maybe something else is going on the next day with that person within Wayne County. So we want to make sure that we're utilizing efficiently all of the leaders. So we don't want to lean on somebody maybe that they're already leaning on. So that's when it becomes important as to who's going to be at those meetings. And sometimes there could be a very good reason for Chair Bell to come to that meeting just because the person is there and maybe there is some reason that that would be helpful.
So if you come up with a person that you want to have speak, absolutely let the chair know, and we'll fit them into a upcoming meeting. Absolutely.
And I just, want to encourage you to just do the best you can in getting the recording, just so that you, at the end of the day, when we look at your accomplishments, we can see what that looked like. Maybe it's something we can share with the
Okay.
next team, so that everyone doesn't have to necessarily start from ground zero. And that's what I'm kind of hoping happens as well.
And I'm sorry, just for clarity, back to, I think, whereas I forgot who asked, but, Sherelle/Gadnick will, identify those committees that were just stated and who's on those committees, and they'll be emailed to every member. So just for clear, I don't think that was clear, but yes. So, and it probably won't be till next year, but, because with the holiday season, but it's coming. It'll be coming.
Chairwoman Carter, to Member Gator, may I make a comment?
Yes, you are recognized by the chair.
I just want to simply and graciously say thank you for the appointment as the ad hoc chair of the Mental Health Committee. And to this body, I do plan to serve on that committee as chair very well. It's a deep, deep, deep passion of mine, and I look forward to the collaboration. Thank you.
Thank you. And as we're just talking, as we just do, Madam Chair, through the chair, the Detroit, DWIN, Detroit Mental Health will be an excellent resource when you all meet. If you wanted to have the executive director or any member from DWIN speak about, I don't know, I think it was last Christmas time. We didn't have the holiday party, of course, we were in the middle of COVID, but I did ask someone to come speak to our whole staff from DWIN. It's about mental health and how to keep your mental health together during these difficult times. And she came, we had a Zoom meeting, and there was great information was shared. So I just offered that out as a resource as you all do your work. So thank you, Member Gator.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Item 3, discussion on the holiday meet and greet event with organizers, members English Barnhill and Cash.
There at this point, I don't remember Barnhill here. She's not on. I really don't have an update. Something was emailed out to each of the members, and it's coming up Monday. So I think if there's going to be any changes, I'm quite sure member English Barnhill will make sure that she gets in touch with the chair, and something will be emailed out to each and every one of us by Monday. But other than that, I'm quite sure there is something already in your email. And I think everybody was supposed to RSVP, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
Okay. That's the end of my report. You're welcome.
G, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
Are there any such matters? Are there any such matters? Hearing none. We'll move on.
Public comments.
Are there any public comments from either any of our members who may be on Zoom or on the phone? Are there any public comments? Are there any public comments? Hearing none.
I don't have something. I did have something that I don't have any.
Talk to the mic.
I don't have any public comment, but I was told that I could share a point in a meeting. If we have.
We're gonna make time.
Right. Somebody on the phone. Let's keep going over there.
You want to get up and go over there? It's on.
I.
and that wonder of my superpower.
All right.
I want to share something first with you. If you are Jewish, feel free to wish me a happy Hanukkah. If you are Christian, you can wish me a Merry Christmas. If you're African American or Canadian, wish me a joyous Kwanzaa. If you have no affiliation, you can still wish me happy holidays. I promise not to be offended. I will be thankful that you cared enough to wish me well.
Thank you. Very nice.
I have a little sinus nasal issue, so I would like a volunteer. Is there anyone that can sing? I only need to sing one line, the first line is silent.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright.
Bright. Who is that song for? Bright? What is bright? Not my life is dark. Silent? Who knows better? Silence better than I. I'm silent when I should speak. Holy? Do you mean like the holes in my clothes, my shoes, in my heart? Sing that song if you must. Calm? What is calm? Who is calm? I may be silent, but I'm not calm. Please, can you, during these so-called happy holidays, reach out to me and teach me some happy ways? Teach me to smile. Teach me to be calm. Teach me no darkness, just bright. Teach me about silent night. I want to sing the song too. And I'm depending on all of you. Silent night. Come on. Holy night. All is calm. All is bright. All right, thank you.
All right. We still have a lot of superpower women here, from an actress and poet to a singer. I love it. See, that's what happens when we get together. So we have to get together. Thank you. And if I could, Madam Chair, as I said before, we do have lunch in the back. So if you feel free to stay here and have parking passes. So you have free parking. And if you want to take more than one lunch, one for lunch, one for dinner, one for family, please feel free. So we have several. So thank you all again for coming down. I appreciate it. I think from time to time it would be wonderful for us to get together like this in a meeting setting, to be together. So thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you so much for helping us today and giving us the tidbits on how to proceed, and hopefully we have the charge even more focused in our minds and we'll be able to soar.
Absolutely. All right, Madam Clerk. Adjournment. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
Support Member Gator.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Is that opposed? Motion carried.
All right, meeting adjourned. Little count.